Welcome to a day in my triple life. My name is April and I'm a 25-year-old software engineer who somehow also balances content creation and theater lighting design. This lifestyle is not easy. Over this past year, I've celebrated my success, burnt out, tore everything down, and came back to it. So in this video, I'll be showing you the full picture of what it takes to lead this life. Good morning everyone, it's currently 7:30 a.m. I usually never wake up this early, but I wanted to take you to a couple days in my life where I'm working 3 jobs and show you how I'm juggling it all, because it seems like you guys really want me to film this topic, so I thought it's the perfect time to do it. Did you just ask me why I even do this to myself? Well, I work 3 jobs because each one fulfills a different purpose in my life. The creativity, the autonomy, and the money. Without any single one of them, I would feel like a part of me is missing. In the recent 2 weeks, I actually have 2 productions going on. One where I work as an assistant and the other one where I'm the lighting designer. Today we're going to the one where I'm the assistant, but I'm running a little bit late, so I'll check back in with you at the theater. This is my outfit of the day. Nothing crazy because we will be walking around, working with wrenches, going up ladders, so the goal is to be as comfortable and as safe as possible. On days like this, I'll have to be willing to make trade-offs. Since my call time was 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on a Thursday morning, I'll have to take PTO from my day job to work on this lighting gig. Does it even make sense leaving my 6-figure day job just to get paid minimum wage? Probably not. But look, money is not the issue here. I think there's something special, magical about putting a play together. I get the thrill and fulfillment every single opening night, and seeing how the audience engage with my art from the control room is just such an irreplaceable feeling that, unfortunately, I'm addicted to. Since we're short on time, I decided to take an Uber to Chinatown instead. On days like this, every single minute counts. The work today sounds simple. We bought 5 LED lights, so our main objective was to hang them onto the ceiling while running the cables on them. In practice though, it is a little bit confusing and took way longer than I thought. I think I forgot to mention to you that this is my first time getting paid real money for a lighting gig. Woohoo! But at the same time, I have a secret mission in mind. Since I'll be the lead lighting designer for a different show next week, and I'm still not comfortable with some of the technical stuff yet, I also want to use this gig as a chance to see how the pros do it, so I could carry the knowledge with me on my next show. I am released from work before going back to my 9 to 5. I'm so happy. Since I'm in Chinatown anyways, I'm gonna go grab some duck since my boyfriend requested it. I'm also gonna go grab boba, and I will update you on how this work has been in a little bit. By the way, the weather is really good today. You don't really get a lot of great weathers like that in February in Seattle, and I'm super grateful of this, especially since this morning I was in a black box for 4 hours straight. So when I came out and see a sunny day, I'm truly surprised. Can I get half a roast duck and half a ginger salted chicken? Hello you guys, it's already 12:50 and I took my PTO until 1, so I have about 10 minutes to put some lunch together. I have a meeting to go to, so I'm just gonna sit at the meeting while eating lunch. While I'm preparing lunch, I wanted to talk to you guys about why I even bother filming the busiest days of my life. I'm always the type of girl who chooses breadth over depth. When I feel really down from my 9 to 5, I need like a different side hustle to make me feel alive. Juggling 3 jobs at once is never a sustainable thing. I don't do this all the time. It's more of a seasonal thing. I do this maybe 3 or 4 times a year, which makes it endurable. By the way, this is the duck that I got. Over here, this is the chicken. Okay, I have my meal ready. It's a lot of chicken and duck with rice, and I have 5 more minutes until my meeting starts. I'll see you guys later.
Amazon has started its brutal return to office mandate for about a year at this point, but I was lucky this week. An office migration meant that the whole team get to work from home this week, which honestly saved my ass. That being said, taking half a day off has a price. My to-do list already started piling up like crazy, so I had to spend the rest of the afternoon just trying to catch up. Hello, it's already 6 p.m. I haven't checked in with you guys because I was working really hard at work to compensate me being out of office during the day. And now I barely took a breather. I took my cat Emily on a walk and got accidentally locked out of the apartment. So that ate a lot of time away. But I quickly had to log in on doing some of the YouTube logistics, such as drafting the outline of this vlog. And now it's already time for me to go to a dinner with a friend who is leaving Seattle. If there's anything that I learned over the past half a year-ish, it has to be that even though there are so many things worth chasing after, it's also very important to celebrate the friendships and the relationships that you have. My friend is leaving Seattle in the next 2 weeks, and originally we wanted to go on a Vancouver trip, but because I already had prior commitments this week and next week for a lot of theater stuff, I really couldn't squeeze any more time to go to Vancouver. Blocking off the time tonight to go to this dinner is the least I could do, and I think that is something really worth being mindful about, because it's the easiest thing to slip out of your mind when you're busy chasing so many different things.
You want a shot? Let me get you one. Are you sure? You should get it. Okay. Yeah, you should. And it's not like you don't have to help more. I'll be right back with one more, okay? Okay.
I'm good.
Wait for him.
To Tiff and more travel and Tiff visiting Seattle. Woo!
He said yes!
Hi guys, it's currently past midnight on Thursday. I am extremely exhausted. It's literally been a really long day. I feel like I did so much today. I did 4 hours of theater work, grabbed food and boba at Chinatown, worked for a full evening, went out with my friends from 7 all the way until now. It's kind of a getaway dinner, and to be honest, I feel like I haven't had this much fun in a very, very long time, and I truly enjoy every single minute that we spent. The only thing that I wanted to catch up with you guys on though is to pull back to this video's topic, the paradox of juggling 3 jobs and be mentally okay. Because one thing that I wanted to tell you guys about is the downside of managing 3 jobs that people don't talk about enough. One thing that I really find noticeable is that when you're trying to do many things at once, it is almost for a fact that you're not going to be as good as people who only do that one thing. And that makes comparison the worst enemy, because you could literally be comparing yourself to so many people who dedicate 100% of their time to do that one thing. And you would be blaming yourself over the fact that, why can't I have the same amount of success that other people do? Am I just bad? Do I not have the talents for it? Am I just not suited for this? And I feel like that is very detrimental for the mental health, especially because it kills your confidence and makes you want to quit at everything. You feel like you're not the best at anything at all. This actually happened to me today at theater. Theater is more like a gig-based, project-based work, but at the same time, the fact that I'm also juggling work in YouTube and some of my other hobbies such as snowboarding, I naturally wouldn't be able to do that many theater projects over a year. I think last year I went all out and I did 5 or 6. This year, I'm currently managing 2 at once, but I don't think I'll have more going on for the rest of the year. And in order to make a sustainable living out of being a lighting designer in theater, you will have to be working on about 30 to 40 projects in a year. Of course, if you were comparing me to someone who's doing 30 or 40 gigs per year, obviously I'm not gonna know as many things. It's gonna suck. I never got paid before doing theater, so it's definitely new to me. As a lighting designer, all of the gigs that I work on have a tighter deadline and they're smaller productions, so that means we don't have the budget to buy new lamps, install new lamps, or play around with the existing plot that the theater provides a lot. But this production that I'm working on, I am assisting someone who is making major changes to to what the theater already has, and because of that it requires a lot of work, especially on connecting the wires of those lights. Even though it looks really simple when you're at the concerts, trust me, the lights up there is a mess, and it's a menace to get through all of them. So because of that, I feel like there were so many little terms or design concepts. Sometimes I have questions. I don't know how other people do it because I don't talk to a lot of professionals at theater. So while I was working on the wiring of the lights, imposter syndrome was hitting me really bad, as I felt that I have to prove myself to the other people that I know how to do this. That night, I went to bed with a lot on my mind. The imposter syndrome I felt at theater, my to-do list piling up at work, and my friends who I barely got a chance to see this year. And on top of that, my third job, documenting this journey. This is the job where I'm supposed to be the boss, the director, which in paper should sound freeing, but at the same time, it also means that the pressure is entirely self-induced. And I couldn't help but ask, is this still all worth it? Maybe I just can't do it all?